Nicola Sturgeon has been forced to retreat from SNP's plans for Scottish independence as the First Minister admitted she must first focus on the COVID-19 crisis. Nicola Sturgeon has been forced to put her campaign for Scottish independence on the backburner as she insisted she will focus on the coronavirus pandemic instead. The Scottish First Minister vowed to return to pushing for independence once the crisis is over. It comes as support for an independent Scotland has increased. Speaking on BBC's Andrew Marr show, Ms Sturgeon said, "At the moment I am focused 100% on tackling COVID and people can agree with that or not agree with it. Until we are out of this crisis that is going to continue to be the case. I think everybody knows I want Scotland to be independent, but the scenario you outline there has a lesson in it for my own party. At no point during this have I weighted my decisions on a political or constitutional basis. But as you say, a time where I and the SNP have not been talking about independence all the time but getting on with the job of autonomous decision-making, support for independence appears to have increased. Maybe there's a bit of a lesson in there about show, not tell." Mr. Marr asked, "It does sound like no more talk of the next referendum, at least not for the rest of this year." The First Minister added, "As long as I need to be focusing on the coronavirus crisis and the economic legacy of that crisis, that will have my 100% focus." It comes as an SNP MP has been accused of making a direct challenge to Nicola Sturgeon after backing the idea of a separate pro-independence party standing in next year's Holyrood election. Kenny McCaskill, who served as Justice Secretary in Alex Salmond's government, said the focus of the ballot is almost certainly going to be on the Constitution, so having such a party on the regional list section will provide voters with greater choice. His comments come after a poll for the pro-independence Wings Over Scotland website found 26% of Scottish voters would either definitely or probably give their list vote to a party led by former First Minister Mr Salmond. With opinion polls currently suggesting the SNP is on track for a record fourth Holyrood victory, Mr McCaskill warned the party's success in the constituency section of the ballot could limit the number of seats it wins via the regional lists.